Welcome to the Perry Stone YouTube channel. We're in Israel. We're in the Talmudic village, which is in the northern part of Israel. And it is a village which actually looks very much like the cities or towns would have been in the Roman period. And when I say Roman period, you'll hear me say that a lot. That'll be before the birth of Christ, after the birth of Christ. It'll be up to the 4th and 5th century of the Roman Republic, the Roman Empire, and so forth. So this is a beautiful setting with all of the old, actually some of these stones that you see here are from this area. They are from here, the millstone and so many other things. But let's concentrate on a vessel. Now, these type of vessels, you know, we're going to have, maybe by the time you see this, it will be there, but there will be a Holy Land Relic Museum on the property of OCI in Cleveland, Tennessee, with thousands of actual relics. And some of the relics that we have are clay vessels. And clay vessels, as you know, were made on a potter's wheel many years ago. And the book of Jeremiah talks about the potter's field, which was located in the city of Jerusalem. And it talks about how the potter was making a vessel, and he was watching the potter on the wheel. As the wheel would begin to spin, he would begin to mold that vessel with his hand, but it was marred in the hands of the potter. And so what a potter would do, and my wife and I were, and she's over there by the way, but my wife and I were in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and there's a place that makes pottery. And I remember the guy would make the clay, and it would be, Pam and I would laugh, it would be so perfect, and he'd just stop and he'd just smash the whole thing. I'm thinking, what did he do that for? It was perfect, but see, where I was looking, where I was viewing, it looked okay. But as he's watching the wheel, he's realizing this is off a little bit. He's realizing this side over here is off compared to this side, or it's unbalanced. Or maybe he felt something in there like just like a pebble. I'm going to use that as an illustration. So as his hands are molding this, and that's not good. As he goes to fire it, it could have an effect on the vessel when it goes to the heat. So it could be a vessel that's off center. It could be a vessel that's not balanced. There could be something that so notice he just smashed it. And this guy did this like 3 times. And finally, finally, clap your hands. He finishes it, and he takes this wire and he removes it and he gets it ready to put it in the kiln and fire it. And so this was similar to what they did back in that day. They made the vessel, they would put the handles on it, and then they would put it in what we call it a kiln, but they would put it through the fire and they would bake it, and that's what gives it. Can you feel that? Hear that? Yeah, can you feel that? Like everybody on YouTube can feel that, sure. So it gives it that. Now, I heard this, someone will ask me, because I get a lot of emails, where did you get the story from? And this is the story I'm going to tell you that's fantastic about a broken vessel. And it came from Dr. E.L. Terry. He was a mentor of mine. He had an earned doctor's degree, and he was just knowledgeable in everything. And so he talked about the 7 vessels of the Bible, and he got to talking about what was called the broken vessel. And that was the vessel that had a crack or a break in it. So if I were to take this vessel and I were to fill it with water, it would hold it. I see no cracks at all in this clay vessel. If the vessel, however, if someone were to throw a rock against it and crack it here, it would begin to leak, either if it was olive oil, or if it was water, if it was any kind of liquid. If it was milk, for example, it would slowly leak out. So watch this. The joy of the Lord is not out here, it's in us. The peace of God is not out here, it's in us. The righteousness of God is not something in the atmosphere, it's in us. So what causes the joy to leak out of us? What causes the peace to leak out of us? And a lot of times what we see and what we hear can cause the joy and the peace to leak out of us, all right? But what about a vessel that's really broken? Somebody that really goes through something, it messes up their life. That vessel is a broken vessel. They're broken in mind, they're broken in spirit, they're broken in their heart. I mean, maybe it's someone that passed away, maybe it's because they went through a divorce, maybe they lost a family member that died very prematurely, and it just really messes the vessel up. Well, whatever it might be, and let's say it's a crack that comes in your life, because there's cracks that can come in vessels through disobedience or through sin, or for what we call backsliding or turning away from the Lord. So E.L. Terry said this. Here's what they would do. When you got a slight flaw in the vessel, instead of throwing it away, you could take a tick. There was a certain kind of tick, and my friend Rhonda Davis in Cleveland actually researched this when she heard me preach it, and she found the name of the tick. And you get this tick, and some of the times these large ticks would attach themselves to a lamb or an animal, a farm animal, but a lamb. Keep that in mind. So they would pull that tick off of that lamb, they'd find them, and they would crush it and get the blood out of it, and they would mix it with the clay. Now, if you just mix the clay itself and you try to put the clay in here and have it dry, or, maybe refire a little bit, it doesn't work. It's like a road that has a pothole, and instead of doing the whole road and fixing it, they take the tar and they put it in the pothole. What happens about 3 months later? The hole reappears. So what happened is the blood from that lamb that was placed in the crack of that vessel, when it was refired, it would seal it. So that blood was the key to sealing that, with however that was done through the atoms or whatever is in the clay. But it would seal it so that it would seal the crack and it would not leak out again. Now, once again, Dr. E.L. Terry did the research on that and began to share with us that story. So what makes this interesting, if you really want to know what makes this interesting, is think about it coming from a lamb. Think about the Passover lamb in Exodus chapter 12. Think about the lamb's blood of Christ and how that blood applied to our vessel. We are dirt, we are from the earth, we are clay, and how the blood of Christ applied to the clay seals the broken vessel. Now, I don't know about you, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So then the vessel is able to hold whatever God puts in it because it has been sealed by the blood of the lamb. So I thought you would enjoy that. And let's just walk around here for a moment. This is again the Talmudic village. If you didn't see the ones about the olive press that Yossi and I did, if you didn't see the one about Matthew 24, and maybe it hasn't come out yet, let me say that. It may come out in a few months, but be looking for these because this is some great teaching. We did 3 special teachings from the Talmudic village. And so we appreciate all of you that join us on the Perry Stone YouTube channel, and we want you to subscribe to the channel. Now, this is important. This help. What do I mean by helps the algorithms? When a lot of people watch this and they give it a thumbs up, I don't know how it works. It goes into a computer and it stays up for more people can see it. So always say thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Now, if it's thumbs down, ignore it. Never put a thumbs down. But if you like it, just keep putting the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And please always remember, we want you to subscribe because we're trying to reach a lot more people. And the second thing is we always have a special resource that we're going to make available to you at the end. So keep watching. I just want to thank you for joining me. And don't forget, we have a lot of teaching from Israel, Holy Land teaching with Perry Stone on the YouTube channel. And you're not going to want to miss these because if you love to learn, you're going to learn a lot with each one of them. Thank you for joining me today from the Talmudic village in northern Israel.
You, your family, and friends can now participate in America's very first Christian-based treasure hunt, with prizes awarded to the winner with an estimated value of $500,000. The Treasure Book is a fictional story of Perry Stone's daughter traveling the Appalachian mountain chain, using her father's clues to search for a hidden key that releases the door to her inheritance. In the book, a special key has been hidden that, when found, will award valuable gifts to the finder. Follow the rules, compile the correct clues to discover the hiding place, and then retrieve the key. Present the key to Perry Stone, revealing how you solved the mystery from the book's clues to be awarded fabulous gifts. The prize items were donated by businesses and individuals specifically for this search. The items include fabulous diamond, tanzanite, ruby, sapphire, and emerald rings, valuable earrings, bracelets, necklaces, and gemstones, elaborate gifts from Israel, including trays of bronze coins, silver Roman emperor coins, ancient silver Greek coins, and valuable Jewish coins of antiquity. The prize also includes gold, silver, and platinum American coins with numerous Morgan silver dollars, along with 1-ounce silver bars and silver rounds. Included are American Eagle, graded and slabbed silver dollars, and signed sports and celebrity cards. There is a major stamp collection along with authentic ancient Holy Land relics. 2 of the highest valued prizes are a famous and rare 1,950-year-old temple shekel and a beautiful gold Roman emperor coin. Anyone of any age can participate. You will need the book, The Treasure, to solve the mystery of the hidden key. The search is designed for individuals, families, youth groups, and small groups. Work together to solve the puzzle. Many of the clues can be solved from your home or office. However, a trip must be taken to discover the final clues and the exact spot. No one who has in the past or present worked for Perry Stone or any of his ministries are allowed to participate. Eligible individuals can participate by purchasing the 152-page, full-color, 28-chapter book, The Treasure, to research clues to the key's hiding place. The book is $35, and there is a limit 2 per family. It is only available through Voice of Evangelism and not in any bookstore. Income from the book goes toward the Voice of Evangelism's 7-point outreaches. Order this exciting and unique book by calling 188-21-BREAD or go to perrystone.org. You can also request the book by mailing in your donation of $35 or more to Perry Stone, P.O. Box 3595, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320, and request offer TR1. Order now and be one of the first to receive your copy and begin a fun journey with family and friends to research the clues and solve the mystery.
If you enjoyed this YouTube content, there's an important website you should know about: perrystone.org. Perrystone.org is an essential resource for the latest books, audiovisual presentations, and digital products from Perry Stone Ministries. Resources that cover the same kinds of topics discussed in the program you just watched. Stop in and see all that's available at perrystone.org.